You're planning an AWS project. Your boss asks, how much will this cost? Simple question. So you open the AWS pricing page and dozens of tabs, hundreds of options, and still no clear answer. Now there is a better way. Amazon Q Developer now answers pricing questions in plain English. You can ask how much to send 1 million notifications to customers, or what does RDS extended support cost. It pulls AWS current pricing and gives you real numbers from their APIs. No more digging through pricing pages. Just ask and know how much things will actually cost. But this is not the only update that cloud providers have given to us this week. If you want to learn all of them to help your FinOps practice, stay tuned. So, starting with the big news, Amazon Q Developer now answers pricing questions and information for cost estimating your workload. So, it now retrieves the data from AWS price list APIs and it's able to process it from your natural language input and be able to produce a reasonable update. So, now it's able to help you do cost estimation for your workloads using these APIs. As always with these AI tools that leverage APIs, the problem for FinOps is the accuracy. So if Amazon Q Developer is able to retrieve the information accurate and do cost estimations with precision, it's a great tool and it will facilitate the insights that you can get from the AWS information given the context that you provide. This update is available from the Amazon Q chat panel in the AWS management and in Slack or Teams. The capability is hosted in US East and covers pricing across commercial AWS regions, excluding China and GovCloud. So it makes it easy for most of the AWS regions. We have two important updates in the AWS marketplace. So either if you are a service provider or if you are a client, definitely stay tuned because they are important. The first one is the currency expansion. So now new currencies, including Euro, are supported for the AWS marketplace. I'm very surprised that this didn't happen before. This will help the seller and the buyer have clear systems for the currency exchange. I think it will be easier for them to make the transaction, but it only affects the private offers alone. So the public marketplace will still working only on US dollars. So definitely take a look at that if you are using these private offers and maybe renegotiate your conditions with your clients or with your provider so that you can leverage this new currency expansion and make your business processing simple. And now something for sellers. So if you are a service provider or a tool in the FinOps space, definitely listen to this because now you can define up to 200 pricing dimensions, up from 24 for contract and usage-based pricing. And also for SaaS, dimensions are immediately released and the 90-day price update restriction no longer applies to these dimensions. So you have a lot of changes, especially for sellers, to make more flexible pricing and have better offers for clients, which benefits both ends. So for FinOps tools, FinOps service providers, and for FinOps clients using the AWS marketplace, definitely take a look at that because this is one of the most important things I've seen in the marketplace given the amount of cost and that it drives. So take a look at that. It's enabled in all AWS region where the marketplace is supported. So definitely go take a look and help your procurement department have reduced AWS cost. Now moving on to OpenSearch. Now it includes ingestion with batch AI inference. So basically you can now run asynchronously inference jobs to enrich large datasets. This is especially useful for creating vector embeddings. So as you know, RAG applications which leverage existing files that you can have in your enterprise. And I think it's a very good enterprise pattern for AI application. Need these vector embeddings to create the context for the LLMs that use them. So if you have large amount of data that you want to ingest and you want to create a lot of vector embeddings, using the AI batch inference is definitely going to speed up your process while making it more cost efficient. So if you were planning to create this RAG application on a large scale dataset, definitely take a look at that because it's one of the major benefits that you can get from this news of AWS. It's available in all regions that support OpenSearch ingestion and 2.17 domains. Okay, so now with a more finance, procurement stuff, AWS just launched the self-service invoice correction. So before it worked like a normal ticketing support system when you have to open a ticket to support and waiting for manual correction. Now they have released a workflow where you can do it following a workflow in AWS directly from the AWS billing and cost management console. So this will make it easier for you to fix it. I hope you don't have to go it a lot and you can regenerate the invoice. So this reduces the administrative work, and this feature is generally available in all AWS regions except for Government Cloud and China regions. Continuing on with more quotas adjustment thing, AWS has rolled out automatic quota management for service quotas. So now it will monitor your quota usage and send you information before you run out of allocated quotas in your service quota. So now you can have some proactive visibility and some notifications into your quotas. You can do it via email, SMS, or Slack to get a message. So I hope this helps with the quota problem that is very recurrent in the cloud service providers for FinOps and for everyone, because this limitation would provide you would generate a lot of problems if it happens. So I would like to see a more, let's say, AI or more intelligent system where the quota is automatically expanded if you enable to. So I hope this is the first step towards that evolution, but now you can get the alert and someone can definitely step into that. So this feature is available also at no additional cost in all AWS commercial regions. Now with EC2 instances, we have the C8i instances and C8i Flex Instance Release. It provides a 15% better price performance, 60% increase on faster web servers, and 40% better AI recommendation, plus faster memory caching up to 35% compared to the C7i family. So if you were using 7i family, definitely take a look at this new version and hopefully you can save some money and increase your performance. Now AKS supports 1.34 version of Kubernetes which includes workload scheduling, resource management, and security improvements. I will leave the link to the Kubernetes new version in the description below. So definitely take a look at your cluster and upgrade it as soon as you can to leverage these benefits. And that's all for AWS. It's been a long series of updates. All of them are super interesting. So definitely take a look at all of them. And now moving on to the next cloud provider. But before that, we have something to tell you. Is your cloud spending out of control and reducing your business innovation? It's not a problem of your teams, it's a strategic one. Because management model has changed in the cloud. Learn how to turn every dollar spent in the cloud into a competitive advantage at the FinOps Weekly Summit 2025. We'll give you all the keys to controlling your costs and bringing more value to your business. 2 days of talks where FinOps experts will teach you how to reduce your cloud cost. Will be 12 hours of content and networking to help you establish a culture of financial and engineering efficiency. Do you really want to take control of your cloud cost? Register now and secure your spot. Join us the 23rd and the 24th of October at 3 p.m. European time, 9 a.m. US Eastern time. You will find all the information in the link below. Limited seats are available, so see you inside. So now that you have signed up for the FinOps Weekly Summit, we can continue with our providers and we are going to move to GCP. And starting with them is the BigQuery updates that we have this week. We have daily on-demand limits, so the default query usage per day limit is now 200 terabytes for new projects. And we have updates for reservations, so more flexibility in those management. You can now set labels for the organization and billing analysis, and you can attach IAM policies directly, helping the management of them. Also, there is the data transfer service. We now can import data from Google Analytics. So if you want to do bulk analytics of your insights from your website, definitely connect with that. And you have preview support added for PayPal and Stripe data transfer sources. So if you are using these payment providers and you want to take a look into that information in BigQuery, now you can do so. And the last update on that side is the job priorities, that now data from workloads can use the priority, and on interactive or batch jobs are options that we have available. So a lot of updates on BigQuery. I will leave all the BigQuery releases in the news for GCP. And that's been all for today regarding GCP. Now moving on to Azure. Azure has made a retirement notice for Azure Cache for Redis Basic, Standard and Premium, retired on September 30th, 2028, and it recommends migrating the workloads to Azure Managed Redis before that date. If you don't migrate, basically they will be shut down. So I hope this migration won't be much of a headache for you if you were using this, and it hopefully benefits the Azure Cache users to a more simple and more cost-efficient situation. So if you are liking this update, don't forget to give a like and subscribe so we can continue doing so. And that's been all the updates that we have from the cloud providers this week that can help your FinOps practice. Leave in the comments below the ones that you like the most, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.